I drink Ozarka water. They have these new, they call them eco-shaped bottles. So they're supposed to be eco-friendly and that they use less plastic, which means less water. Although it still says half a liter. I don't believe it. This is a new, it's a new label. The old label actually had the exact amount. The only thing eco-friendly about this is the economic friendly for Ozarka of using less water and less plastic at the same price. It's just wrong. It's just wrong. I'm not sure what's going on with my hair today. I didn't realize until I sort of started getting older, I have a little dent right here. I don't know when that could have happened. I'm on several medications that cause weight gain, so it's really bumming me out because I've never had a weight problem. And then, top it off, I'm over 40, so this is not looking good for me. It's coming in nicely, don't you think? Ooh. It's unfortunate. A friend of mine was just telling me that she and her entire family are all going to Disney World. And I was telling her that we were on a family vacation. We used to get in the car for like 2 weeks and drive somewhere. 4 kids in a Buick. My mom didn't want to look like she had children, so she didn't get a car that would fit children, which I never understood that rationale. But on that vacation, my dad was saying, next year we're going to go to Disney World. All year you're thinking about Disney World, and the next summer comes around, and my dad said, well, we're not going to Disney World this year. No explanation as to why we weren't going to Disney World. Nothing. We're not going. Okay, what are we going to do for vacation? Because we'd always gone on one. So my dad said, well, this year I think we're going to do something a little different. I think it's going to be really fun. I thought that meant he was going to leave the belt at home, but it didn't. We went to Fort Worth for our vacation, which some of you go, hey, maybe Fort Worth, Cowtown, it could be fun. But I live in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. Okay, so it's like going in your backyard and calling it a vacation. It's not. We would drive to Fort Worth for the day and come back, and then get up and drive back again the next day. Now, my brother and sister were older. They bailed. They said, we're not going. And my dad said, fine, whatever. So, of course, my younger sister and I were prisoners, and we had to go. So we went to the Water Garden. And for those that are from Fort Worth or have been there, the Water Garden is not all that. It might be a place to stop for 10 or 15 minutes, It's just, Logan's Run was filmed there, if any of you know that old movie from the 70s. It's just water kind of cascades down these steps to a pool. And I was pissed. I didn't want to get out of the car. We drove all the way over there to look at the water gardens, which we had seen before. It's not like we hadn't seen it. And the next day we went to the Botanical Gardens in Fort Worth. As an adult, it might be fun, but not when you're 9 or 10. It was hot, and my mom really tried to make it fun. She packed a picnic lunch, and, my sister and I were just bitching the whole time. If that's all we knew we were doing that summer, that would have been maybe one thing, but to have Disney World dangled in front of us and then with no explanation taken away, going there was just even worse because we could be in Disney World. So we complained. Oh, it was just, my dad finally got tired of it, and I think we went to Fort Worth 3 days. We were supposed to do the whole week. We went to the zoo, the botanical garden, and the water garden. And as a kid, that's about it in Fort Worth, particularly in the 70s. That was it. There's nothing else. Yeah, so a few months back, I asked my mom why we didn't go, and she was, I don't remember. I'm like, well, I do.